Hi, my name is Larry Flick. I'm a professor at a college in Connecticut. This video aims to bring together traditional decision-making and project management processes in order to make and implement better decisions. Where we are today is an accumulation of all the decisions we have made to date. An age-old saying by Renault Niebuhr is, "Please help me accept the things I cannot change the things I can, and have the wisdom to know the difference." We will focus on the words "to change the things I can," which in most cases would involve decisions. Again, we aim to show how combining traditional decision-making with project management will lead to better results. Let's look at traditional decision and project management processes. Traditional decision-making processes are: number 1, recognize need; number 2, analyze causes; number 3, develop alternatives; number 4, choose an alternative; number 5, implement the alternative; and number 6, evaluate results. Whereas traditional project management processes are: number 1, project initiation; number 2, project planning; number 3, project execution; number 4, monitoring and control; number 5, project closure; and number 6, evaluate results. If we combine the two, we will have: number 1, initiate; number 2, plan; number 3, execute; number 4, monitor; number 5, evaluate; and number 6, close. Now, let's define the details of the combined process. Number 1, initiate. Recognize the need, feasibility, desired conclusion or goals, cost, and time. Number 2, analyze causes, develop alternatives, analyze each alternative, and choose the best alternative. Number 3, execute. Implement the chosen alternative, define tasks, work breakdown structure, guide for execution and control phase. Number 4, monitor, track progress, control activities and processes, budget and time schedule. Number 5, evaluate, assess the results, make changes to achieve desired results. And number 6, close, complete the project, release resources, and documentation. With the combined process, project management would be introduced at the execute, monitor, and evaluate stages. We make thousands of decisions daily, some tiny and some quite large. The detailed processes mentioned here would need to be scaled based on the decision's importance. The scale would run from meaningless to minor consequences to medium level to relatively important to life-changing. The combined process would occur when making relatively important and life-changing decisions. Let's look at an example. You are graduating from high school and are trying to decide whether number 1, to obtain a bachelor's degree, or number 2, to learn a trade such as plumbing and build a career on that. This is a life-changing decision that should be addressed in a very comprehensive way. To evaluate these alternatives, I have created the following worksheet. The assumptions in creating the worksheet are: number 1, the average cost per year to attend college is about $60,000 per year. Number 2, the average apprentice plumber starts at about $40,000 per year. Number 3, the average college graduate with a BS degree starts at about $60,000 a year. Number 4, both the graduate and the plumber's salary increase at 5% per year. And number 5, the graduate pays off the student loan at $15,000 per year. This worksheet starts at year 1 for the plumber and year 4 for the college graduate student. The graduate has three options. Number one, parents or others pay for all college expenses. Number two, graduate pays half the college expenses. Or number three, graduate pays for all college expenses. These options are shown on the graph in orange, silver, and yellow. The yellow line shows that it would take the student about 18 years to reach the plumber's salary. So if the student had to pay all college expenses, they would be wise to become a plumber. The silver line shows that it would take the student about 11 years to reach the plumber's salary. If this were the case, you would most likely choose to be the student. With the orange line, you would be making more than the plumber in year 5. In this case, you would certainly choose to be the student. To be realistic, however, we must understand that many variables are not accounted for. For example, the investments and lifestyle everyone might choose over time, etc. That alone would considerably change this analysis and should somehow be considered. An interesting quote by Henry Ford is, "The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it." If your parents or others paid for college, you would choose to be the student, in which case I would recommend you're using the project management process to plot a course to graduate in 4 years. With project management, there are tons of tools available depending on the project type and importance. Gantt charts and PERT, Program Review and Evaluation Technique, are two prevalent tools. A Gantt chart is a bar chart that displays the detailed schedule of tasks related to a single project. The two defining elements of Gantt charts are, number one, they represent a linear schedule, and number two, they capture task dependencies. Program Evaluation and Review Technique, PERT, is a statistical tool used in project management, which was designed to analyze and represent the tasks involved in completing a given project. The PERT technique also identifies a critical path, shown in red, where if anything changes in time or cost, the completion date or total costs would change. This is extremely important. One important thing in both tools is identifying and sequencing the tasks to be completed to accomplish the defined goals. If you want more information on project management, I recommend the following website, https://www.pmi.org. Returning to the example where you're trying to decide whether to obtain a bachelor's degree or learn a trade such as plumbing, the important thing here is to define the results you're trying to achieve. This involves knowing your strengths and weaknesses and then focusing on your strengths. Hopefully, this will help you make good decisions. Best of luck.